I'm Bill Elzey with Showplace Lawns. Let's talk about building a soil screen. Soil screen is used a lot in the garden for mixing compost together with soil, or for just running the topsoil over it to smooth it, not to smooth it out, but to break it up and make it easier to work with, things of that nature. If you bring in a compost or something that may have some filler, you can remove that by running it through this screen. The size of our screen is an arbitrary size. That depends on you and how big you would like to make it or how small you would like to make it. One this size and smaller you can use in your beds around your plant. You can use it on your bench or however you need to create this type of soil and the soil mixes that you are needing. What you will need to do that with is a good piece of 2x6 lumber, what I would call hardware wire. It's hard, but it's got the small holes in it, and it is at the hardware store. It comes in a roll. I like to use both nails and screws to hold it together for strength. We would use a 2-inch screw and a 2-inch finishing nail. We also will use a little fence staple to hold the wire down. First thing, decide on the size that you want to do. This particular one is a 2x2. Decide on your size, cut your lumber into the pieces that you need. Once having cut the lumber, then start with one end, putting it together, nailing it first to hold it, then putting the screws in to make that tight fit on all 4 corners. Once you have your frame together, you can lay it down, lay your wire out across it, and what I would do is I would lay the edge of your wire with the edge of one side, roll it out across, and cut it on the other side, even with the areas. Having cut your wire, start on one side, flatten it out, and then with your staples, ever so often, hammer a staple in, and then come down the sides the same way, and down on this end, to get a somewhat of a tight fit across here, because the tightness of your wire will help. The 2x6 gives you the depth that you will need for your soil to build up. You can build a lot of product up to 6 inches simply by just, as you put it on here, rub it in. That's the motion. Just rub it in to break it down. And that is how you build a soil screen and what you use it for.